What is with all the F-bombs that are flying around as if, it's nothing anymore? It's anywhere from actresses and actors to politicians to athletes, both pro and college. I mean, they just blurt it out in front of the cameras. Let's talk about that today on Your Morning Cup of Inspiration. We just recently had two female senators too at that, one from New York and one from my state of California. They just went flying off and just using it in their speeches and on TV. And it's like, my word, this is just in front of everybody, just throwing it out there. Athletes from pros that people ask them to watch it because their children are watching, but yet it's gone on down now to the college and high school level where they're just in front of the cameras. They're just letting it blast out. And of course, you get these actors, they can get up on the podium and they have a platform, so they're just going to go out there and just fling it left and right in any language for that matter. It's really been something to watch and to see how our whole language of our country has just gone downhill. But I was reading on one of the sites in a comment section, and somebody was saying about, could you just please watch your language? I have kids that follow you and that love your work. And somebody got on there and said, "Oh, come on." He goes, This is today's language." He goes, "It's fun to cuss. It's fun to." He said, "And everybody accepts it now as normal language." I'm going, whoa, wait a minute. Who's everybody? Let's look at the Bible, what it says about that. Over in Psalms 34:13, the Bible says, "Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit." He's telling us right there to watch what we say. Over in James 3:8, he also says, "But no human being can tame the tongue. It is restless. It is a restless evil, full of deadly poison." Wow. And how true is that? No one person can control their tongue. It's going to take off in a split instant, man. Something happens, reactions do happen. But there's ways to get past that. Over in Proverbs 10:31, "The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off." Ooh, that's just telling us if we continue in that vein, what's going to happen. Proverbs 21:23, "Whoever keeps his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble." Well, that's wonderful, but how do we do that? We do that when we have Christ in our life. I'm not saying nothing ever is going to come out of our mouth again that isn't pleasing to God, but when Christ is in our life, He takes over every part of it and makes it new. He comes through every bit of our life and He renews it. And it's not always happening at an instant. Things go over time. Things get better over time. You start learning. You start thinking before you speak. I mean, I've had to several times just hold my tongue and say, "Okay, wait a minute, hold on a second." And I decided just the other day, I was walking on the street and this guy gave me a reaction and gave me an FU. And I just turned around and looked at him and I thought, something, I'm not going to respond. And I said, "God bless you." That was a first for me, trust me. So isn't that wild? But it's just, this is where we're at in the world today. And God is telling us that we need to control our tongue. The tongue is the one thing we need to control. And He wants us to, but we can only do it with His help. So ask Him today to help you. If you have that problem, if you have a situation where you're all of a sudden, emotions take over. I know it's happened to me several times, and it does. But I have to continually ask the Lord, help me in that. And I know He'll do that for you too. Thank you, everyone. I look forward to seeing you again for another Morning Cup of Inspiration. God bless you.